Thanks for making time to talk to us.
Thank you, Nancy. Well, of course, COVID has had a substantial impact because most of the ongoing projects that we have in the respective countries have had to stop to respect the lockdown. I'll give you an example, Nancy. Just in Rwanda, in Kigali, we've got a flagship project there. We're trying to build 3,000 homes at $15,000. The developer had to actually shut down the site, and that has been quite drastic because people depend on those jobs, those construction jobs, for their livelihood. And we're working with the developers to see if there's a chance they can get special dispensation to continue. So COVID has had a direct impact on all our businesses throughout the 44 countries that we fund in terms of large-scale, low-cost, high-volume houses across the African continent.
So, naturally, it's a wait and see game for most people at this point. But what kind of strategies are you putting in place? Do you have any contingencies planned at this point?
What we've done is we've said, look, COVID is here to stay. At the end of the day, you've got to look and say, what are the opportunities? Of course, apart from the shutdowns in country, you find that most of our development projects rely on materials from China. And because of the low cost, because we drive low cost, high volume housing across Africa, we've not been able to get supplies. So what we've done is we've just said, look, we can't do much other than support the governments that are trying to look for ways to reduce the spread of COVID across the country because of its impact from a health perspective and also from an economic perspective. So we as a company, of course, we've just taken the first precaution to ensure that we protect our staff. So everybody is working from home. As I speak to you, Nancy, I'm the only one in our 6-story building here in Nairobi,
Wow.
Kenya. Yeah, because we've taken an approach of making sure that firstly, our employees are safe. They are working from home. We've also spoken to all our stakeholders, etc. So effectively, we're using now this time to basically reflect on what our strategies are going to be when we reopen. Because at the end of the day, yes, COVID is here to stay, but we've taken a decision as a company to say, you know what, let's use this time to work on our existing clients to see how best we can give them moratoriums, how best we can support them during this period. And we've had to change the way we do business. Of course, now meetings are taking place virtually. We're able to hold our board meetings virtually for the first time. So I think at the end of the day, we are not saying we're stopping to do business. No. On the contrary, we've put together very, very stringent, robust business continuity plans. So a lot of the deals we're doing now, we do desktop valuation. We don't do the physical due diligences of going in country. We're doing everything desktop, and we're sharing information in a virtual format. And I must just say that it's just changed the way we do business. At the same time, when we engage the ministers of housing, or in some cases the presidents, everything we do is now happening virtually. And because they all understand the importance of respecting the World Health Organization prescripts as to what to do to prevent the spread of COVID.
How long can you keep this up? Do you see a situation where you might have to let people go, let staff go?
Look, I think, of course, that is inevitable if you want the business to be viable. But what we've said is that should be the last straw. What we've done is we've actually said, okay, fine, while staff are working from home, half of the staff, 50%, are actually on, you can call it a post leave, but they're on leave. But at the same time, they've got leave days. So we've said to them, take that opportunity to spend time with your family. Because as you can understand, because we service 44 countries, so the bulk of the staff do a lot of traveling. And now this is the time that they can reflect, spend time, and mend relationships within their marriages, etc. So we're expecting that we will continue to do business. And of course, that is subject to the containment efforts being made by the governments that will allow us to be able to proceed with business. Fortunately, all staff members have laptops. All staff members have been funded in terms of the cost of the internet, etc. So, so far it looks like there's no real interruption because we're able to actually work through the systems, but virtually, because of being forced by the COVID pandemic.
Right. Andrew, thank you so much. We'll leave it there. Do stay safe, and we'll talk again soon, hopefully.
All right, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you for talking to us.